There are around 800 Pokémon, yet only a small number of them are well known by everyone. Pokémon was first released in the mid-90s and it has only grown in popularity with each passing year. Despite the success of Pokémon Go, the games, toys, spin-offs and movies, almost everyone knows or has heard of Pokémon, and it appears that the franchise will last forever. After 22 seasons, the anime is now going into its 23rd season, which is presently running. And with the success of Pokémon Sword and Shield, it's fair to say that Pokémon is still going strong. But throughout the years, which Pokémon has become the most recognizable? Even those who aren't acquainted with the series will identify the Pokémon that the majority of people will recognize right away. At number 10, we have Lucario. Because Lucario is from Generation 4, he can only be found in Pokémon Diamond and Pearl. Since then, the Pokémon has served as the face of a slew of spin-off games and was a key component in Pokémon X and Y. In X and Y, Lucario serves as a lesson for Mega Evolution as well as a source of free Mega Evolution. This Pokémon was also the second to be introduced in the popular Wii U and 3DS fighting game Super Smash Bros. There's also a fighting game called Pokken, for which Lucario was one of the first characters to be shown. Number 9. Mudkip. One of the few Gen 3 Pokémon on our list, although it's primarily due to the Mudkip meme that became viral after its release. Memes may either take over the world and swallow it, or they fade away fast as they came to prominence. I Heard You Like Mudkips began on the 4chan message board as it grew from there. Since then, the water-type Mudkip has been the subject of memes. Of course, this meme has fizzled out over time, but back in 2005 everyone was using it in some fashion. Number 8. Jigglypuff. The pink balloon is a nice touch. Many people are familiar with the Pokémon Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff makes a cameo appearance in the anime series by putting characters to sleep and then painting all over their faces. Despite not being very well known to begin with, this Pokémon swiftly shot to prominence as the second Pokémon to enter the Super Smash Bros. Lineup. Jigglypuff is especially noteworthy since the pink Pokémon is just one of 12 characters to appear in each of the 5 Super Smash Bros. Games, which is quite an accomplishment. Jigglypuff even makes a cameo in Detective Pikachu. Sleeping at a coffee shop with their owner, it seems that times do not change. Number 7. Magikarp. Many people felt the useless Pokemon Magikarp was worthless when they caught it back in the day, and many people probably instantly boxed it. Splash is its single move and it's unable to learn any others. They had no idea, however, that it would develop into one of Gen 1's most formidable water-flying kinds, Gyarados. Gyarados' prominence rose as word of it spread. It's possible to catch a shiny red Gyarados as part of the tail in Pokemon Gold and Silver, which is really cool. Number 6. Meowth. Team Rocket was the first Pokemon team, appearing in both the anime and the games Pokemon Red and Blue. Even though the Wicked organization has been reincarnated many times, everyone knows where it all started, with Jessie and James. They possessed an extremely unusual Pokemon named Meowth, who could talk. Some Pokemon, such as Mewtwo, can communicate telepathically, and some trainers can understand their own Pokemon, but Meowth is one of the few Pokemon who can communicate in human language. The Team Rocket motto, which we all know and adore, would not be possible without Meowth, since the Pokemon has the ending line, Meowth. That's right. Number 5. Eevee. Eevee is a unique Pokemon whose evolution may eventually be determined by the trainer. Eevee was given away for free in Pokemon Red and Blue, however, it is mostly a normal type Pokemon with 3 different evolutions. The fire type is Flareon, the water type is Vaporeon, and the electric type is Jolteon. To develop Eevee into one of these 3 forms, you'll need an elemental stone, such as fire, water, or thunderstone. So depending on who you choose as your starter, Eevee may be an excellent addition to a team by evolving it into a type you don't presently have. Number 4. Mew. Mew is the 151st Pokemon, a mystical Pokemon who was formerly thought to be extinct. However, Mew was said to be hiding behind a concealed vehicle in Pokemon Red and Blue. When the HM Surf arrived, players may move up a screen from when the SSN had previously docked and discover a random hidden truck. The story claimed that by using HM Strength, it was possible to topple the truck over, revealing the Pokemon Mew below. Unfortunately, this was a ruse. Mew can only be obtained with the use of a GameShark code. Number 3. Mewtwo. Mewtwo is one of the strongest Pokemon in Generation 1. This Pokemon is a clone of Mew, the legendary Pokemon. Scientists discovered a unique Pokemon fossil and were able to extract DNA from it. They were able to make a clone or new version of Pokemon utilizing this DNA, which was Mewtwo. Giovanni, the 8 gym leader and Team Rocket's commander, paid the scientists, thus he acquired Mewtwo and exploited this particularly strong Pokemon to become invincible, until Mewtwo realized he was nothing more than a weapon, at which point he fled. When Mewtwo is found in the game, if you use the Master Ball on anything else such as on the legendary bird Pokemon, Mewtwo will be an extremely difficult battle and much more difficult to capture. Number 2. Charizard. When Pokemon Red and Blue first came out in 1998, a lot of individuals chose Charmander as their first Pokemon, and a lot of others chose Squirtle as well. Though not many people realized it at the time, Charmander's third and final form would transform it into a fire flying type. Despite the fact that this Pokemon looks like a dragon, it is not his actual type. Leon the Gal, our Pokemon champion, has a Charizard as his greatest Pokemon in the current game of Pokemon Sword and Shield. And at number 1, then, to no one's surprise, Pikachu. Pikachu is by far the most recognizable and well-known Pokemon. If you even aren't familiar with Pokemon, you should be surprised if you haven't heard of the adorable electric yellow rodent. Pikachu has been a member of Ash's squad from the beginning, even if you get off to a shaky start, with Pikachu being seriously hurt by a swarm of Spearow. They've been closest friends ever since that tragic occurrence, and Ash still has his loyal Pikachu by his side after all these years of being a Pokemon trainer. And those are the 10 most iconic Pokemon in the entire franchise. Thank you for listening, and I will see you next time.